welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another story time. Based on the title, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. Y'all already know the drill. I am doing something a little bit different today. So I have a couple like dating story times that did not last that long, so it's like not worth a full story time. Like it won't be 30 or 40 minutes long. It kind of was just like very short lived. So I just figured, why not make like a montage or a collage of like short story times and just put it all together, right? If that makes sense. So if this is something you're interested in, of course stay tuned. If you prefer like just like my regular story times when I only talk about like one thing, just wait until the next story time for that. But y'all already know, without further ado, let's hop into the story times. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Y'all know exactly how I like to start my story times off. So, I'm going to just go with like story time 1, story time 2, story time 3. That way, if y'all comment down below, y'all could be like, oh, in story time 1, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how many little ones I'm going to add in here. It depends on how long I talk. So, let's go ahead and start off with story time number 1. So, this stuff was really like short lived. Most of these only happened within like one that night, a couple days, one day, very short lived. And my cousin, we leaving my other cousin baby shower, so we decided to go grab something to eat or whatever. So we just go to like a little bar, you know, where we could just sit at the bar and eat, have a couple drinks. We there minding our business, having our little margarita or lemon drop, whatever we was drinking, eating our pasta, just having girl talk, right? Everything is cool. The bar is kind of packed out, you know, 2 women at the bar. So guys was trying to talk to us, but they weren't really our type, so we weren't really paying them no mind or whatever. So, but you know, we keep it cute, hey, and keep it going, whatever. It be a lot of y'all daddies, really y'all daddies up at them bars trying to talk to young girls, okay? Now, every boy in each story time is going to be called Red Flag, okay? I'm not coming up with a bunch of different names. They're going to be Red Flag. That's why I say in the comments, just put story time 1, story time 2, da-da-da, okay? So, we still enjoying ourselves. We drinking. It's one seat open next to me. Like, it was a boy sitting, my cousin, me, and then it was an open seat, right? Now, mind y'all, also, a lot of these story times I told on live, so if it sounds familiar, that's why. But I'm still going to tell it here. Oh, this boy walk in. Mind you, I'm talking to my cousin this way, blah, blah, blah. The boy walk in from this side, and he like, excuse me, somebody sitting here. So I turn around, I'm like, oh, no, like, go ahead and sit there. So he sit there. So at first, he kind of just like on his phone, like chilling. He by himself, right? So me and my cousin, we still talking, da-da-da, all of this, blah, 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 right? So, you know, after a while, I guess he warmed up to trying to like talk to me. Because then he ended up tapping me like, oh, what's your name or whatever. So I'm like, oh, my name is Kay. What's yours? He like, my name is Red Flag. And I'm like, oh, okay, nice to meet you, da-da-da. So eventually we do all of that. You know, he like, let me get you a drink, whatever. He like, who you here with? I'm like, this my cousin. He like, oh, y'all want another drink? I look at my cousin. I'm like, yeah. He like, what y'all had? So we like a margarita. He like, oh, okay, cool. He like, he drinking on something too. So I'm like, what you end up getting? You know, I'm just making conversation with him. I mean, he had got a Long Island. Now, if y'all know anything about Long Islands, y'all know that's a bunch of fucking liquor mixed up, and you only need 1 or 2 Long Islands to really get you fucked up, okay? So he ordered his drink. So, you know, we cheers. So we drink it. So we just having regular conversation. So we talking, like all 3 of us is kind of talking. Like my cousin not just sitting there being left out or whatever. And sometimes we know to be like a wing woman. Like if we go to the bar and somebody talking to my cousin, like I'm cool with just kind of kicking it, chilling, you know, because, you know, that's what we do for each other. So it's like we all talking. And then this is around the time that, well, I don't know if Kendrick and Drake still beef. I don't know. But this is around the time that it was heavy beef. Like not like us just came out. So like my cousin, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, my cousin is a Drake's fan, okay? Like a stan, a supporter through and through. She love her some Drake. So like every time you kind of meet somebody, or not like every time, but you know, we be meeting people, everybody just, what side you on? You on Kendrick's side? You on Drake's side? You know, it'll always be that thing. You know me, I ain't on nobody's side because, you know, I don't give a fuck about nobody for real besides my husband, Morris Chestnut, and Idris Elba. You know, as far as rappers and stuff, y'all know I'm pretty old school R&B-ish. Like, I don't really, you know, I think it's some good rappers, don't get me wrong, but like, I ain't looking for nobody album, okay? Like, Yeah. But anyway, so when people used to ask me, like, you Drake or Kendrick, I'm like, I'm really neither. I don't really give a fuck, right? So, but when he asked me that, my cousin chimed in, like, Drake all day, da da da. He like, yeah, I'm Drake too, da da, whatever. Like, we all just talking and laughing. And he like, why you ain't pick a side, this red flag, to ask me? And I was like, because, I'm more like R&B, like old school. I don't really have no favorite rapper. Like, I'm not really that big into like all of that that's going on. I still like Drake and I still listen to Kendrick. So it's like, I don't really care. So he like, oh, okay. So, he started asking me like, well, who your favorite artist and stuff. And I'm like, see, I'm back with the Kiki Wyatt's, the Kelly Price, the Johnny Gills, Mary Man, all that. That's more of my thing. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going out to the club or we getting ready to turn up, yeah, we're gonna put the Megan on, the Cardi B, the all of that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna turn up to the rap music. But if I'm at home and I'm like cleaning or something, it's never given put that Cardi B on. Love you though, Cardi, if you ever see it. But it's like I'm not cleaning to know. I might clean the Rod Wave. Now I might clean to Rod Wave, the Rod Wave music a little, but it's never given that I'm putting on that Monica, Whitney Houston. Might do a little Queen Naja. But anyways, this not about that, right? So I'm telling him that. So he like, oh yeah, like you more my speed. Yeah, like I like that old school stuff too. And da da da. So I'm like, yeah. So we just talking about that. So we all having a good talk, right? So he just started telling me, because mind you, he ordered food. So he's sitting at the bar waiting for his food, but he ordered his food to go. But if you walk in and do a to go order, it'd be like taking 20 to 30 minutes or whatever. So he's just sitting at the bar having a drink while he waiting for his food. But we kind of finished our food. So now we just at the bar talking. So he just telling me like, and this is when I already knew he was kind of giving red flag, because I don't know why y'all think it's like appealing, or especially because people are going to find out. That's what I don't understand. I don't know why you guys meet people and just start acting like basketball star. If you know who that is, if you watch that story time, you know what I'm talking about, and just start laying it on thick with the lies. And I'm gonna move here. I didn't live in 7 different countries. I did this. I'm about to open up a gym. I'm not saying it can't be some truth to it, but when guys, I just feel like, well, in my experience, I've never met a guy that claim to have all this stuff, especially in the beginning when they come already delivering all this energy. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 for me, it be a lie. Like, I don't know why y'all favorite thing to say is, I've lived all these places, I'm gonna move here, I'm gonna be a basketball star, I'm gonna be a football star, I'm gonna open up all these restaurants. And it's like, and I think it's cool to have a dream. It's not like we talking like about goals and you like, yeah, I want to open up a gym in a couple years, da da da. Y'all try to lay it on thick to act like y'all more than what y'all are, when you could just be a regular degular. Like, if you working and you taking care of yourself, why do y'all feel the need to lie and act like that? So that's what red flag did. He already came off like, yeah, like, I really like you. And I just be thinking it's crazy when people first meet you and they just like really like you within 30 minutes. But hey, I be seeing some fine men out there and I be liking them. So who am I to judge? Okay? Nobody. So he just was saying all that and I'm like, oh yeah, like you cool. Like, I ain't about to say I like you back. And I'm like, you cool. He like, would you like you down to move, or you see yourself just living in Michigan? And I'm like, well, if the opportunity present itself, maybe. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not looking to move anywhere. Like, I'm Detroit based and I'm cool with that. Like, if God show me a way or make a way for me to move somewhere else and that's where I'm supposed to be, then cool. But other than that, I'm cool. And people get on my nerve when you say you don't care to move out from your hometown, and they be like, it's so much to offer out there, so many other places, the world's so big, you have to listen. If you like to move around, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But also, don't judge people that like to be content where they at. Because even if I move to fucking Dallas, I go there, it's still 100 other places that I could have went as well. Like, listen, I'm comfortable where I'm comfortable at. If you like to move around, baby, good for you. Like, I don't have nothing to do with that. But it's nothing wrong if I want to stay where I want to stay at. But anyways, so he starts saying like, oh, because, like, I move around a lot. Like, I just every year I be trying to different places. Like, I'm thinking about moving to Arizona this year. So you recording? I am. Oh. What do you need? But yeah, he basically was saying that like, yeah, you're gonna be down to move and stuff. And I'm thinking like, nigga, what are we even talking about? Like, so I'm just thinking like, yeah, basically I said everything I just said to y'all. Like, I don't know, like if the opportunity is right, I would, but I don't know. So he like, yeah, probably like by this time next year, I'll probably already be in Arizona. And I'm sitting here thinking like, well, you just said this year you was moving to Arizona. Now you talking about you can't even keep up with your lives. So I'm thinking like, okay, so I'm already looking at my cousin because we just like, giving one of those like this nigga saying anything, right? So he's still waiting for his food. So he drinking, we talking. He finished his Long Island. He ordered another one. So I'm like, okay, now the Long Islands be a little Papa. I'm thinking like, all right, now slow down. You know them Long Islands be a little strong, right? So his food finally come out. So he just sitting there talking to us. We having like decent conversation. He asking me like, do you like to ride motorcycles? I'm like, not really, cause I'm a little scared and motorcycles a little too dangerous for me. So he like, yeah, I got a motorcycle. I want you to come ride on my motorcycle one day. And all of this, it's like I understand that I am a great catch. Okay, if I do say so myself. I know I have good conversation. Like me and me, we could talk about a lot of stuff. Probably gonna make you laugh. It's gonna be a vibe. I get it. But it's like within this hour or two, you want me to move to Arizona. He told me I'm riding on his motorcycle. He really liked me. Like it just was a lot going on within this first little night. Mind you, we didn't even exchange no numbers or nothing. Then he drinking and stuff. Like he finished his second Long Island. This nigga ordered another one, y'all. So I'm like, whoa, Holiday, hold up now. So I'm telling him, like, all right, slow down. Like, like, slow down. Because I'm like, did you drive here by yourself? And he like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you might want to slow down a little bit. He like, girl, I am grown. Like, I do this. Like, don't tell me to slow down. So, I'm thinking like, okay. Because, you be wanting, when you see somebody getting too drunk, you be wanting to help them. But also it's like when you don't know them, it's like, who the hell are you to tell somebody not to drink? And I don't know your tolerance, and I don't know. So he was like, just do me a favor, like watch my drink while I go to the bathroom. He like, unless you gonna put something in it. And I was like, nah, I don't get down like that. He like, but if you wanted to, I mean, you could. And I'm like, nah, like, I wouldn't do that to you. He like, I mean, I wouldn't be mad because like if you want to take advantage of me, I mean, you can. Like, it wouldn't even be taking advantage. Like, I want the shit. I'm like, go to the bathroom, nigga. Like, what is you talking about? So, I'm just sitting there like, okay, go into the bathroom, whatever. He go to the bathroom, so me and my cousin looking. I'm like, yeah, we about to finish this little drink and we about to get up out of here because it's like, okay, whatever. He come back and he pick up his drink, so he like, let me swirl it around to make sure the drugs is mixed up in there. Nigga, I didn't put nothing in your drink, sir. You think I'm just walking around? Well, I mean, it is some crazy people out there. But you think I'm just walking around with fucking rape drugs in my purse? I know some people is, though, because y'all fucking weirdos and y'all need to get that shit together. And I just never understood. Why do y'all, don't get me started on, don't. Okay? Anyway, stay focused, okay? But I'm like, so he mixes it in. So he started drinking it real fast. He was like, I want to get all of it or something, he said. And I'm like, now you taking the damn joke too far. So he tried to drink it real fast. And I'm like, it's nothing in there. He like, dang, man. And I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of like laughing a little bit because I'm a little tipsy myself. So he sit down and he telling me like how he want to open up a gym here. And, he do fitness and all of that. So, at this time I had just started back working out or whatever. So I was telling him like, yeah, I just started working out as well. He like, yeah, I can come train you for free. Like, you don't even got to come to my gym. Like, you could just come to my house. I got like everything in the basement. And I'm like, just let me know when your gym open. Like, I don't mind supporting black owned businesses and stuff like that. And he like, no, it's gonna be opening real soon. Like, I probably like what, like he looking at his phone and stuff, pulling up the calendar. He like, probably like maybe like in 2 months. I'm like, wait, here? And he like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, like what, you just gonna commute or something? He like, commute to where? I thought you was moving to I thought when you about to move, but then you're gonna open up a gym here. But okay, so I'm like, okay, never mind. Like, cause at this point I already chucked it up. Like, boy, you be lying and shit. I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, oh, never mind. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna open my gym. So it's gonna be about 2 months. Y'all both invited. Like, y'all come. And around this time too, if I'm not mistaken, 85 South, they had a comedy show coming up like that weekend or something like that. And he telling me and my cousin, like, I got tickets. Do y'all want to go? Like, y'all should come to the comedy. I got extra tickets. Y'all should come. So, I'm thinking like, well, we'll come. Like, if you really inviting us to a comedy show, I like 85 South. Like, I watch them. So I was like, we would really go. And he was like, yeah, like, y'all should come and stuff. So me and my cousin like, okay, like, we down. Like, when is it? Like, we'll go. And he like, yeah, it's going to be this weekend coming up and blah, blah, blah. So he like, we like, okay, cool. So, we just talking more and more. He asked me while I'm single. So I'm telling him the same shit for real life, because niggas is liars and y'all like to play a lot of games, and I like to play, but I don't like to play games in my relationships, you know. So I'm just telling him like niggas be lying and just a lot of stuff, you know. And he like, and I'm like, and then y'all get to doing too much. Y'all to take a girl out, you know, and think y'all about to have sex with them, like, you know, we just having that type of conversation, like we talking about relationships and stuff. So I'm kind of just letting him know like I don't, it's a turn off when guys meet you and they overly sexually with you like the first day, especially when y'all both not doing it to each other, not doing it like nasty. Like if y'all both not, it's one thing to match energy, like if she want it, you want it, and y'all heavily flirting with each other, okay, cool. But when you just regular feeling the vibes in a dude, and this gonna tie into my the second story time I'm gonna tell in a minute. But when a dude is just overly fucking, what's the word that I want to use, overly just overly freaked out, y'all, that gets on my nerves. Like I hate just, oh, we're gonna talk about that later. But so I was just telling him that like I don't like when dudes just meet you and just get to touching here, there, everywhere, down here, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, like just rubbing on you. Just like it's one thing when you on a date and you might have your little hand on his leg, or you know, across the shoulder, or just like something like maybe their waist. But when they just like go straight to trying to touch down there and grab you, like it just be like overly like, damn, this the first day, why are you sending me dick pics? Like, but again, we gonna get into that, right? So I'm telling him that. So he like, no, I'm grown as hell, 34 years old. He like, I'm not on none of that shit. Like, no, like you supposed to date a girl, take her out, get to know her and stuff before you get into all that freaky stuff. Like niggas really just be lame and they be acting like they ain't never had none before. And I'm like, right. So I'm agreeing. Mind you, he's starting to like slur his words a little bit. So I'm telling him like, well, I had ordered us some waters, and I'm like, here, we about to go in a minute, but like drink this water. Like I think you should drink this whole cup of water. So he pushing the, like, he, you know how you kind of like move something back, but he didn't spill the water, but he kind of pushed it to the point that it like, you know, it shook a little bit and it was filled up so high that a little of the water like spilled out. It didn't fall over. But he like, I don't need that water. And I'm like, sir, drink the water. He like, I don't want that water. I'm like, if I tell you I put a little drug in it, would you drink it? Because you seem to like drugs. Like, I'm just for real. Like, you seem to like the drugs. Because when you thought I put a little something in your last Long Island, you slurped that bitch down. So do I need to tell you I sprinkled a little something in it for you to drink it? I'm like, drink the damn water. You know, I got very like that because I'm a little tipsy too. I'm like, boy, red flag, drink the damn water. So he like, ooh, yeah, you feisty. See, I like that shit. Like, you know, see, yeah. That mean if you feisty right now, that mean when you get in the bedroom, we ain't gonna talk about that. And I was like, then we just had this conversation about being overly freaked out. Like, what are you talking about in the bedroom? Mind you, again, we didn't even exchange numbers or nothing yet. Like, why are you already talking about that, right? So because he kept doing little stuff, like he touched my leg, okay, cool, I wasn't really tripping about the thigh, but he kept moving to the middle, and then I had to literally do this, y'all. I picked his hand up and I was like, sorry, keep your hands to yourself, okay? And he laughing, and I'm thinking like it's really not funny. So I'm like, okay, whatever, you ready to go, cousin? My cousin like, yeah. So he like, y'all, well, I'm a gentleman, like I wouldn't be me if I didn't walk y'all ladies to y'all car. So you know, we thinking like, okay, I guess you can walk us to the car, right? So we like, okay, cool. So y'all, he walks me to the fucking car, y'all. Mind you, my cousin drove, so I'm in a passenger seat. So he walking us both to the car. He tall as fuck, y'all. He tall as fuck. Mind you, he definitely got a buzz going. He tall. He walking us to the car. I get over, my cousin get in. I'm going to the other side. So I'm like, okay, bye, red flag. Like, I reach out to like shake his hand, like, bye. And he like, wait, like, I didn't even get your number and stuff. So I'm like, ugh. Okay, just take the number. Because I was like, maybe I try to chuck it up to like, you know, sometimes people, when they nervous, they might drink a little too much and then like kind of do a little too much because they drunk at first. Because before he got super, or not super drunk, but before that drink really started hitting him, he had good conversation. But it's like once he started really getting that buzz, it's like he started so I was like, okay, maybe he just drunk a little bit too much, and then I can always block him later. So I get him my number, whatever. So he like, I can't get no hug. So he's tall, y'all, right? So I lean to go like this, like put my arm like around his waist, just to lean in like this, like a little friendly little church hug a little bit. And he like, give me a real hug. So I'm just like, oh my god, side, y'all. I'm like, okay. So I lean up, you know, he's tall, so I do wrap around, so I hug him. I'm like, okay, and I'm patting him on his back. Niggas always, especially the niggas that like you, they be mad when you pat their back because they feel like that just gives super friendly, and yeah, because we are friends. So I was patting his back, so he like, don't pat my back like we gonna be friends. I'm like, we are. So I'm hugging him, y'all, and as I'm coming down, why do he lean in to try to kiss me? Why would you lean in to try to kiss me, sir? We just talked about niggas moving too fast, doing too much when they first meet you. And even if we didn't have that conversation, you just met me 2 hours ago. He didn't lean on my cheek. He tried to kiss me on my lips. Ain't that nasty? That is trifling. Don't do that. So I leaned back like this. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, okay, let me just kiss your cheek then. I was like, no. I'm like, red flag. So you drunk. He like, I swear I'm not drunk. Like, for real, I'm not drunk. Like, you telling me I can't kiss you because you think I'm drunk? I said, you could be sober. Like, why would you try to kiss me? Is it me? Why would you, and mind you, he got 2 kids. Why would you be trying to kiss me, sir? Why? I'm like, you just putting your mouth on anybody. He like, no, like, and not just anybody, it's like just something about you. And I said, it needs to be nothing about me, because at the end of the day, do I know I'm clean and I'm good to go? Yes. But for you, I am a perfect stranger. It is no way that you think it's appropriate to just put your mouth on somebody when you just met them 2 hours ago. And then I didn't even give you no vibe that I wanted you to kiss me. What are you doing? So I was like, okay, no. So he's like, so I can't get a kiss? Red flag. If you don't get your ass on about my face, I was like, no. He like, oh man, okay, I see you playing. Do you see a basketball in my hand? Do you see a video game? Like, why the fuck do you think I'm playing and I'm sitting here doing the fat Joe all the way back here because your big tall ass trying to kiss me, and you think I'm breaking my back, hurting, and you think I'm fucking playing with you? No. Anyways, I'm like, go to your car. He get to walking away. He telling us bye. Mind you, fucking pants all up his ass. I don't know why. I mean, I know you tall and it'd be probably a little bit difficult for y'all, but it's like you're not flooding. It's just like the pants was just all the way pulled up on him. Why? Why? So he leave, y'all. Mind you, I did end up, I'm not gonna lie, he had text me, and I did text him back because I wanted to make sure he got home safe, because I'm, like I said, he was a little buzzed. So I was just like, did you make it home? And he was like, yeah, he made it home safe. So I was like, okay, good, like, good night. He's like, oh yeah, I wish you was over here with me. And I'm like, I didn't say anything. So he sent another one. He was like that liquor doing something to me. It got me thinking about you and somebody getting excited. Somebody getting excited. What? I'm like, the fuck? Anyways, I still ain't say nothing, y'all. I'm just reading them. Like, I ain't saying nothing back because it's late as hell. Then he wrote back like, yeah, you ain't let me kiss you on your lips, but I wonder if I can kiss your other lips. Block. You know what? Nah, I done had enough. I done had a fucking enough, baby. You didn't even make it 24 hours, bro. You're blocked, okay? Because you don't. What's be wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? So yes, I blocked them. We about to move on to the next story time, because as much as I think that when I think about the stories in my head, I feel like they be only 10 minutes, but I'm looking at my timer now and I think I'm only be able to get 2 stories out. I talk too much, or maybe I don't realize how long the story time is until I talk about it. But that's story time 1, okay? Red flag, he was blocked. Moving on to story time 2, y'all. This boy gonna be red flag as well. This is what I mean when I said it ties into the first one, overly freaked out niggas that get on my nerves. I'm literally, my friend had a game night, right? So she invited a few people over, whatever. I go to the game night. It's a few of her cousins. Did she say this boy was her cousin? I forgot, y'all. A cousin or like a fake cousin or something like that. Whatever he was, he was at the game night, right? So we go to the game night. We having a good time, blah, blah. We turning up, doing what you do at a game night, right? So I end up needing a space partner. Y'all know I don't play about my space, okay? So I needed a space partner because really the only person that I knew at the game night for real was my friend. And, you know, she was the host. So, you know, when you be hosting, you don't really be want to sit down. So she didn't really want to be my partner. Well, she didn't not want to be my partner, but she didn't want to sit down because she was moving around. Okay, let's speed that up. Anyway, so the boy that was there, he was cool. So he was like, oh, yeah, like, come on, like, you know how to play? I'm like, yeah, I take spades serious. Do you know how to play? He like, yeah, we gonna kill it, whatever. So we sit down, we play, we lose, but like I said before, when I talk about spades, really, if you ain't got no good hand, you out of luck anyway. I know sometimes it do depend on how you play it, but like, if you get all fucking threes and fours and low cards, it's really no way to win for real. So, we just was really getting shitty ass hands. So we lost. Like, we normally do rise and fly, which means best 2 out of 3 pretty much. And we only played 2 games because we lost both. So we didn't even get to stay. So we ended up getting up. So we telling them like, nah, yeah, it's them cards. When you lose, you get to blaming it on anything. We like, no, who brought them cards? Because them cards, no, it's the cards. They cheating. Like, we playing. So we telling we want a rematch. But we got to wait for the other set to be done, right? So we waiting, we talking and stuff. Like, we having a good time. Like, he was a good vibe. So needless to say, he was cool as fuck. Like, I really had a good time at the game night or whatever. So we in the house, and I don't know what jokes or whatever I'm telling, because half the time when y'all be laughing, even when y'all be in the comments like, hey, you so funny, I be thinking like, what part y'all talking about? Because I don't even be knowing what is even funny. I don't even know what I be doing. But apparently I've been told I'm a funny person. I take it. I love to laugh y'all niggas out they jaws. So I just laugh. But nah, so at some point, whatever, I'm telling a joke or making them laugh or talking about whatever. And when I tell y'all, I don't know if y'all watch like the streamers or whatever, and y'all be saying those little edits of the shade, and he be like so tickled and like laughing. I'm telling you, this how red flag was. I don't know what I was saying, but when I tell y'all, I had this man so tickled. He was literally dying. Like, I mean, rocking back and forth. Like, he was cracking up about any and everything that I was saying to this man. So I'm just laughing because I'm laughing at him laughing at me. Because it's like, boy, I'm not even saying nothing that's that funny. And he was tickled as hell. And he got one of them damn contagious ass laughs. So he laughing, he making me laugh harder. We just laughing for hours, damn near what it felt like, because of one little joke. But I just had him so tickled, y'all. Okay, cool. So whatever. The rest of the night was cool. He ended up walking me to my car as well. He didn't try to kiss me. Okay, so I'm thinking like, we doing good. We doing good. So he walked me to my car, and we were still kind of like outside just talking, because when you got a good vibe with somebody, you low key don't want the night to end, but it's like it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you also don't be wanting to invite them back to your house, because it's like, what kind of sign is that? Like, what kind of impression is that giving off? So it's like y'all be just outside by the car just talking for a little minute. So it's like everybody was kind of leaving, so everybody already pulled off, and we still was just out there by the car. We talked, like, if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, we talked out there for like another 30-40 minutes, to the point my friend who house it was came outside like, why is y'all still out here? She's like, do y'all want to come back in? I'm like, no, we about to leave right now. But we were just having such a good conversation, and those be the ones that piss me off the most, where they don't show no red flags in the beginning, and you thinking everything cool and you liking them, and then it's like, shit. Just when you thought you had one, just when you thought you caught a fish, it's like, oh, let me throw you back in, get you off my hook. You were going back into the fucking ocean. I don't want you. We out there talking and stuff, and it's like everything was just going good. I'm just laughing, and he asked me something about my side, like, well, my birthday or whatever, and I think I was telling him like it just passed or it's next month or something, and he's like, oh, your birthday in July, like my daughter's birthday in July. So I'm like, oh, I'm over here having so much fun. I forgot to ask about kids, and I was like, oh, okay, like you got a daughter? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, like, it was a little let down, but I was like, okay. He said a daughter, I wasn't tripping or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. He was like, yeah, her birthday next month or just passed, and I think he said it's about to be next month, because he said he was gonna take her to like Disney World or something like that. So I was like, oh, that's nice. That's a nice birthday trip. So we talking about that, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go. We just gotta go. So of course we exchanged numbers. Let's fast forward. We texting and stuff. So he actually invites me out on a date. He literally do the typical date. Let's go to dinner. Let's go to the movies. Okay, cool. Like, I'm excited about the date, because like I said, I vibe with you so much. I think it was like 2 days ago that we had met. So I vibe with you so good. So I was excited about the date. The day of the date. Let's say if we was leaving to go to dinner at like 4. I'm getting ready. I'm excited. I'm about to leave out the house, because y'all know me. I tell them I'm going to meet them at the restaurant when I don't know you. I'm getting in my car. I'm about to pull out. I'm backing out my driveway. Literally, as I'm backing out, I get a text from him. So he like, oh, I'm so happy to see you in a minute. See you at the restaurant in like 30 minutes or whatever he was saying. So I'm thinking like, oh. Before I can even text back like, yeah, on my way now, he sends a dick pic. Why? Why though? I know y'all might like that or think that shit is cute, but it's just like, why? Why? And then it wasn't even. Why would you voluntarily send a that ain't even looking like nothing? Why? Then he sent it on Gummy. And then while I'm looking at it like, oh, he said, this is how it look on Gummy. Imagine when it's excited. I took my car out of reverse, put that bitch in drive, drove right back up in my driveway, put it in the park and got out. So no, I wish I did that. I should have done that, y'all. But I was already excited to go on a date. What the fuck? This is what I mean by red flags. Why would you randomly, if we got a nice little vibe going, good communication, why would you fuck it up and just send a random soft D pic? Why? Okay, so I didn't say nothing. I'm like, oh my God, that just turned me off because, like I said, I hate when they overly freaked out at the wrong time. I hate any dude that just off bill talk about sex nonstop. Like, you trying to talk about other shit. Hey, what kind of restaurant you like? Sex? What? What's your favorite color? Sex? What you do last week? Sex? Like, damn. Okay. You good, bro? Like, we too old for this, right? I get to the restaurant. I'm a little fashionably late. He already inside. So I walk in the restaurant. I see him. So when I'm walking in, he's standing up to hug me. So I'm like, hey, I'm acting like I'm not even going to acknowledge the D pic. Okay, I'm not even going to acknowledge it. So I sit down. I'm like, yeah, let's just order food or whatever. So we go ahead and eat. Then it was pretty cool. Like, our conversation was straight. I didn't even bring the little picture up. He didn't say nothing about it. Everything was cool. So the movie theater that we was going to was like right down the street. So he wanted me to ride with him. So he was like, leave your car here, because we was at a restaurant. It was still pretty early. He like, just leave your car here and we'll drive down to the movies together and I'll bring you back. So I'm thinking like, okay, cool, it should be no problem. It's literally like next door damn near. So I'm like, go ahead, that's fine. So I get in the car with him. So he like, yeah, did you enjoy dinner and stuff? So I'm like, yeah, everything was smooth. So he like, oh, okay, like, I'm glad. And then just watch my hand. This him driving. This is, and I'm over here, right? So I'm just telling him like, yeah, everything was smooth. And he just driving. He like, yeah, I'm glad that don't. He put his hand on my thigh. Okay, so he just rubbing it and stuff. He rubbing my little thigh, whatever. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. So, I ain't really tripping too much. I'm trying to, like, position myself a certain way where the hand can, like, kind of slide off. And don't be saying, us women need to speak up for ourselves. Us women, like, bro, he ain't just trying to stick his finger in me and I'm just letting it happen. Like, I know how to speak up for myself when I feel it's necessary to do that, right? So I, like, slowly moved it off or whatever. So, okay, cool. We get to the movie, Mind you, it's important to know I have a dress on. Well, I have a dress on right now too, but I had a dress on, on our date. We get to the movie, so we sitting down because we a little bit early. Like I say, if the movie started at like 6:45, of course you got like 15 minutes of previews, but we was there at like 6:20. So we was able to sit in the movie theater, but of course like the lights and stuff was on. And I think it was still something showing on the screen. So we just sitting there, like just talking and stuff. And at first we was the only ones in there because like I said, we was early. So he like literally just talking about some random stuff. We like, oh, you ever seen a turtle have babies or some shit? I don't know what we talking about, right? And we just talking, he high, having a little good time. And he like, you ever did something nasty in a movie theater? And I'm like, no. Because even if I have, why is that your business? So I'm like, no. What about you? And he like, yeah, I mean, I have a couple times, especially with my first baby mama. First? Drake? And normally when people say first baby mama, that means it's multiple, plural. So, and this is what I get for not asking the right questions too. So I said, your first baby mama, he was like, yeah. He like, I think my first baby mama, my third, I don't think I did know with my fourth. Yo, wait a minute. I was like, I thought you said you had a daughter. He like, yeah. I'm like, I'm like, I thought you said you had one daughter. He like, yeah, I did. I'm like, did all four of them take turns pushing that one daughter? I'm confused. He like, no, I was just telling you my daughter birthday was like coming up or it just passed or whichever way it was. And I'm like, well, I guess when I said, oh, you got a daughter, I thought you would take that time to say, oh, I got a daughter and this many kids. But I guess since I didn't ask how many kids, he didn't tell me. So I said, oh, you have more kids? I kid you not. This nigga looks at me They said, yeah, I got 5. I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad at you or me. Because granted, I did not, y'all, I did not, I take it, I did not say how many kids you had. I just thought when I said you got a daughter, you would say, yeah, I actually got 4 other kids as well, or I got 5 kids in total. But I guess he said, don't ask, don't tell. I said, you have 5 kids? He's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, I got 5 kids. Like, how many you got? 0. I'm like, I don't have none. He's like, okay, yeah, see, that's what I like too. You know, they said the ones with no kids be the best stepmamas. Who said that? Who said that? Who said it? Point me to him. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm instantly just like, oh my God, guys. While we having this conversation, you know how like you could be facing somebody and they like hands be like on both sides of your thighs. Like if this is me and these is like just my hips and stuff, this the side, it's like he facing me like this, but he got his hands like trying to go under my dress and he's holding on to both of my thighs. So you know I'm moving different ways and stuff to get his little hands to like move down, and he like put his hand on my thigh and kind of like slowly he gonna lift my little dress up. He like, no, I was just trying to see something. Let me see what kind of underwear you got on. How we go from just there to there? It was how we go literally talking to let me see what underwear you got on. How? I'm confused. So I'm like, bro, chill. Like, just chill. Like, you don't need to know all of that. So he like, okay, 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 cool. He leaned back because like I'm moving his hand. So he leaned back. And let's say this is me. We looking forward now. I'm him. This me, right? He leaned back. He put his arm over my shoulder like this. But he got my boob. He trying to grip it, like not trying because he doing it, he gripping it. So you know I'm like can you chill, like chill out. So he's like well like I can't touch him. No, and he like, man, come on, don't act like that. Like, you know, I thought we was vibing. What do us vibing have to do with you just starting to touch all over me? Like, what we doing? So I'm like, we is, but like, not on that. Like, you need to chill. Like, all right, my bad, my bad. He like, oh, I forgot to ask. Did you get the picture I sent you? I'm like, yeah, I got the picture. I'm like, I don't know why you would send me that. Like, we ain't even on none of that. He's like, no. Like, you know, I just want to show you what you would be working with. Like, you know, well, who would be working with? What work? I can't get no work. Like, what work? What are we talking about? So I'm like, how you know I'm be working with anything? He's like, man, because I just already know. I told you I got 4 baby mamas now. People, you know, they can't get enough of me. Who? The baby mamas or women? What we talking about? So I'm already irritated. I'm just like, bro, I'm ready to go right now. You look, I kind of want to see this movie. I'm just like, so he like, listen, look. So he get the showing me his phone or whatever. He like, it's more where that came from. So he doing this. He swiping y'all, and he got like different angles of his. It's like he took one up right here. He took one to the side. He was in it. He took one. It's not funny because I was irritated. Okay. He's showing me different pictures. So I'm just sitting back. He's just scrolling. He doing this, but I'm sitting back looking at him like, I'm like, I don't need to see that. Like, why is you showing me that? And he like going and it's a bunch of different D pics. And then when he kept scrolling, it went to a video and it started playing. And it's a video of him recording back effing another girl. And he like, oh, you probably don't want to see that. He like, or wait, do you? That way you can kind of see what it's looking like. Why would I want to see a video of you and a girl? Why? Why would I want to see that? I was like, oh my God, you is turning me off. Like, he like, okay, come here. What can I do to turn you on then, baby? Because I just want to turn you on. That's it. Like, I ain't trying to turn you off. I'm like, nothing at this point. I'm like, you doing too much. I'm like, why do you think I want to see all that? He's like, what's wrong? Like, well, you don't like what you see? I'm like, no, because you're doing too much already. He's like, okay, my fault. I'm like, oh, you probably like one of them girls that just like, you don't want to play hard to get a little bit, but you know you really want it. Baby, you was not acting like this 2 days ago at the spades party, okay? Like, what happened? Like, well, I can't say what happened because it ain't like I know you, so I can't say you switched up. But I'm just thinking, like, bro, I would have never gave you my number had I known you act like this. So I'm just like, no, I'm just chilling, but you doing too much. I'm like, you too freaked out. Like, you touching, rubbing, kissing, hugging, feeling, doing too, and kind of go up my dress, grab my boob, like, showing me your like, what are we doing? Stop. Whatever we doing, can we fucking stop? Like ASAP, right? So I'm just like, you just doing a lot. So he like, all right, my bad, my bad. So he kind of sit back like this. He like, let me just keep my hands to myself, please. So we watched the movie. So I guess he was a little mad because he called himself like not really like when by the time the movie started and like midway, you know, he wasn't really saying nothing, doing too much. And then it's like towards the end, it was a scary movie too. So towards the end, he tried to be like, you scared? Oh, you need me to hold you? No, bitch. No. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. He like, no, like I'm just trying to make sure. So he put his arm back around. He like, chill, I ain't gonna touch you like that. Like I'm just trying to make sure you good. So he had his arm around, but he didn't do nothing for real. So he just was sitting there. So the movie's over. I'm like, all right, let's get to the car. So you know, he like, no, it's still kind of early. Where you want to go after this? Home, away from you. Anywhere but with your irritating ass because you overly freaked out and you fucking doing too much. So I'm like, well, just take me to my car and we'll figure whatever out. So we pull back up to the restaurant. I get in the car. He like, he pull up. Well, he was already next to me or whatever. So I'm getting in. He like, where we going? Like, should I follow you or you want to like follow me back to my house? Yeah. Go ahead. I said, yeah, lead the way. Lead the way. He's like, all right, because we about to get on this freeway right here. Lead the way. He come out, he turn this way, baby. I go that way. Good fucking about. What are you talking about? Do I want to meet you at your fucking house? Do it. Look, bro, I can't even, bro. I can't even get it out. So I go the other way, y'all. He texting me like, "Where you going? Where you going?" And I'm not saying nothing, right? One, because I'm driving, and two, because I'm not gonna say nothing anyways. So he was like, oh, what? You ain't like the picture? Like, why? Because it was soft. And I'm like, what? What is Steven? What's not clicking, Steven? Do y'all? I gotta insert that TikTok because last time I said that, y'all was like, "Ooh, you said the boy real name is Steven." No, what's not clicking in your head that I don't want to see none of this at all. So I guess he assumed I felt some type of way because I thought his package was little because he sent it on gummy. So while he texting that, he sent another picture of it excited and gonna send that to tomorrow. Is that better? Is that what you wanted? When did I say what? If I didn't respond well to the first one, what would you think the remedy is that I want to see it excited when I just told you I didn't want to see all that and you doing too much? Blocked. I didn't say nothing back, y'all. I just blocked them. Bye bye. Good riddance. Story time number 3. And this is going to be really, really quick for real, y'all. I'm at the liquor store. I know this is kind of weird, but I seen this boy in there and he looked like my ex. He looked like my ex for real, y'all. And I don't know why I was like intrigued by it. Like, why the fuck do you look like my ex? Like, he was cute. So mind you, this is an ex from like middle school. So like I haven't seen him in forever. So we don't really an ex. You know, I don't really be counting them relationships that happen in middle schools and all of that. But I'm trying to see, like, you know how you try to spark a conversation with somebody to see if like you know them or if that's the person you think it is, because he looked like my ex from middle school but in an adult version, which would make sense because this is like 10 years later. So I'm trying to see if that's like red flag. Like, let's say my ex name is red flag. I'm trying to see if this is red flag. So, you know how like you go to the liquor store and it be like the gum and stuff that's like sitting on the counter. It was 2 different windows, but the gum that I quote unquote wanted was by his window. So I tried to be like, excuse me, like, can I get that gum right there? So I reached over and he was like, yeah. And he did a double take and he was like, oh, you look good. Like, what's your name or whatever? So I was like, my name Kay. And I'm like, you look a little familiar. And he like, I do. I'm like, did you go to school such and such? And he was like, yeah. And he said to y'all just like that, like, yeah. You know, 9 times out of 10, when you meet somebody and they went to like the same school or whatever, and you be like, yeah, what year? Or yeah, I went there on such and such on 8 Mile and da 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 or whatever. They be like, oh yeah, like you went there too. What year? He was just like, I was like, you went to Shine Middle School? He was like, yeah. I was like, is your name Red Flag? And he like, how you know? And I'm like, It's like I was intrigued by it, but something was throwing me off about it. And I'm like, I think me and you used to go together. And he like, it don't need to be no used to. We need to bring that back if we did. And I'm sitting here thinking like, I understand the middle school was so long ago, but I feel like if you had a relationship, like, you will remember. Like, granted, I don't remember everybody from my middle school, but I do remember all the people I had little relationships. But I do remember all the people I had relationships with. Like, I feel like at that time it wasn't that far. It had been a long time, but I don't know. I feel like most people that you talk to a lot in school, like, it don't matter how long it's been, if you kind of say like that their name or something, it'll spark some type of memory, right? So for him to act like he just ain't know me at all, and we dated that whole year too, it was like it was giving questionable. I'm like, so he like, well, we need to get each other numbers so we can bring that back. We need to history need to repeat itself. So I like chuckled. I'm like, do you even remember me? He's like, how could I forget you, Kay? And I'm thinking like, you seem like you did just forget me, but okay. So I was like, what's your Instagram? Because a lot of people from middle school and high school, I do still follow on my social medias, especially at the time. So I'm like, 9 times out of 10, if we dated and stuff, went to school, I should have you on my social media. So what's your social media name? So I could like pull it up. So he give me his stuff. So I put his Facebook up. Mind you, we walking out the store now. We pay for our stuff and everything. So we walking out the store. So I put his Facebook up, and for the most part, it got like your little information. So it said his school was like fucking, if I went to Shine Middle School, he went to fucking Stardom Middle School or something. It said something different. But I seen that, but also a lot of people on like their Facebook and stuff for their social media, they don't really put like real stuff. They don't put accurate stuff because everybody used to put work at the True Religion store as they work. Like, I don't know why. And some people just put different cities or states or different places, like, just because they don't really want people to know. So I wasn't really tripping about that. So I'm like, why I say you went to Stardom? And he's like, oh, because I went there too. And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking like the ex I'm talking about, he did all his 4 years there, and we ended up going to high school together too. So I'm just thinking like, I don't know. So I'm like, okay. So I wasn't really paying attention to him because I'm like, whatever. Because even if it wasn't him, he still was cute. So we could have still talked, right? So we add each other or whatever. So we talking on social media, and once we get off social media, like, how you for a minute you like kind of text through the DMs, and then you be like, okay, text me. So once we get off social media and we start texting each other, why was he sending all his texts in invisible ink? If that ain't the biggest red flag, I don't know what the fuck is. Now, his first message was, hey, this red flag. That was a regular message. Once I said what I said back, he wrote back in the invisible ink. So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe he ain't mean to do that. He did it the second time, third time, fourth time. And I'm like, why are you writing in invisible ink? He like, oh, because I just think it's cool. Like, I just like doing it. Why? Why? Something ain't right about this, y'all. Just got that feeling that like, oh, you on some bullshit or whatever. So I go back on his social media. Facebook, they keep all the fucking pictures. So I'm just scrolling down his photos, like literally just going through his page. I get to like a little photo. Facebook, how they have that photo album of things that you were tagged in. I'm seeing shit that he was tagged in that got to be from like middle school, because of course how old he looked. Like, he looked like he had to be like in middle school. He looked completely different from the ex that I'm talking about, that I thought he could have, might have, would have been. He looked complete. I mean, got braces. Mind you, the ex that I'm talking about had no hair, no braces, no nothing. I'm looking at red flag, old pictures of him, braces, severe acne. Not that that matters, but I'm just saying, looking at the pictures, he got little individuals and shit. Just look completely different. And I don't know what happened with Red Flag and why he grew up looking like that ex. I don't know. But completely different person. This was not who I thought it was. Which, okay, cool. That's fine. I said it really didn't matter. It just looked like him, but I wasn't really tripping. He was writing me in invisible ink. I stopped writing him. Looked through his Facebook. Okay, I still didn't text him back because I just felt like, why the fuck is you writing me in invisible ink, right? He texted me again. I looked at the invisible E. He like, why you ain't say nothing back? Like, when we meeting up? And I'm like, meeting up? Like, damn, I ain't even texting you back. You already talking about meeting up. So I didn't say nothing. He sent another one in invisible ink. Y'all, I didn't even open it, okay? Left that alone. Y'all, that's like during the day. Later on that fucking night, tell me what, I get a call from a random number. Now, okay, I'm gonna leave that part out. Okay, but I get a call from a random number. I answer it. It's a girl like, why is you texting my baby dad? I know you fucking lying. I ain't got a call from a woman and God knows how long. I know you fucking lying. Why is you texting my baby daddy? Da 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 da. He said you keep texting him. You know he not saying nothing back to you. But he text. Hang up on you. Not in the mood. When I tell you I hung up and blocked that girl number and his number, it only could have been coming from him because what you mean he talking about I keep hitting him up and he not saying nothing back to me and da 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 da, and how ironic is I get your fucking number and all of a sudden the girl calling time I'm talking to her baby daddy. Everybody blocked. Blocked, 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 y'all. And I'm just thinking like, one, if you had a baby mama or have a girlfriend, whatever, once I said like you look like such and such, you knew you was lying. Why was you in that motherfucking store talking about, yeah, I did go to Sean in middle school. No the fuck you didn't. Yeah, lying ass. These liars, y'all, I cannot get over it. These niggas be lying about nothing instead of saying like, no, I never went to that school, but you know, da da da. But you got a girl, obviously, because do y'all live together? We just started texting today and she already calling me. I can't deal with this, y'all. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story times. Let me know if you kind of like this because I do have a lot of mini story times that I can kind of like put together to make the video long. So comment down below if you like these. And then also if you want to talk about anything, comment Storytime 1, Storytime 2, Storytime 3. Or for the most part, I probably know what you're talking about anyway. But y'all already know, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all already know. Until next time. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.